All right, so we just finished up the first workout in the physique lab in the home gym. It was a push day today, so chest, shoulders, and triceps. Man, like this is everything I've ever wanted. Even going back to when I was first getting into the gym, and I've mentioned this before that I think anybody that's serious into lifting, whether they be like myself and a competitor and in love with bodybuilding or just serious about training in general and find deep, enjoyment out of that, I think we've all at some point been like, man, it'd be so nice to have my own gym one day or my own space to train and stuff. And over the years I've had these small little setups. I took over my dad's garage, a friend of mine and I, when I was in public school. We turned it into a little gym, and back then it was just full of just these random pieces of equipment we could find. Definitely nothing like this that's commercial grade, high quality stuff. I just couldn't afford it, right? Didn't have the space, couldn't afford it, so basically whatever we could find. But back then, it did the trick for us. And over the years I've had little spaces in where we've lived, back home and stuff, but now we're here. And it's kind of surreal. Sorry, the camera's sliding. It's propped up on a bench right now. We're good. It's here, and it's surreal. It's weird to have all of this that's mine. It's my own equipment that I've bought with money that I've worked for, and I've worked so hard for this. And honestly, if you were to say, at the beginning of 2020 that this was going to happen, I would have been like, what are we talking about? No, it's not in the cards right now. The beginning of the year, we were in an apartment. We had no inclination of buying a house, definitely no inclination of doing this. It was the start of all the COVID stuff, so you didn't really know what was going to happen, and now we're here. Today's July 26th, 2020, and the physique lab, it exists. And it's just so cool. It's a space where I myself can train. I can progress as an athlete. I can coach in here. I can do personal training. I can further my business. I can get content for Instagram, for YouTube, photos, film, everything. It can be done in here. I can do posing in here with clients. This is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. And, for it to actually exist is pretty crazy. So, I just thought I'd record this because it was kind of cool. And thank you to everybody that's been so supportive throughout all of this. Sent kind words my way and said that they wanted to be involved when it was done. And, people, a lot of my friends have helped me, get equipment. Kyle, Jeff, Aaron, Ryan, thank you guys. Without you guys, this wouldn't have definitely went nearly as smooth. So thank you guys. I can't ever thank you enough. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So, man, this is cool. It's nowhere near finished, but the skeleton of it has been built. So, I don't know what else to say. Just thank you. It's just the beginning, guys. Morning, people. Welcome to another video. As you can see behind me, we've been busy painting the gym. So all the walls have the first coat, and then this wall from there all the way over has its second coat. And even the beam, you can see it's kind of this brownish red color. So I was able to roll out the bottom of the beam. So this has been what I've been doing the last 3 days, basically. Today's Tuesday, August 4th, 5th maybe. It was a long weekend, so yesterday, the Monday, was a holiday. Sunday, I was off per usual, worked Saturday. So I basically started painting Friday night and then did what I could over the weekend, culminating to finishing most of it yesterday. So we still have to do the second coat around the 3 walls here. And then the plan, I think, is going to be to, you guys can see the lights around the actual frame of the light itself. We're going to do black. And then I got to finish the floor. And I was going to paint all the equipment, but I've been informed that they all need to be sanded down like this one is. This is one of the ones I got from Regan that was already sanded. But I guess you need to sand the actual paint off before you can repaint them. So whether or not that gets done in the near future, probably not. But yeah, I mean the gym's functional, and the pieces just might not be painted right away. The only other kind of major thing I want to do, it's not really major, is right here. So the door comes in, and then you just have that kind of wooden platform on the floor. I want to put like a half wall right here, with like cubbies and stuff, so you could put shoes, and just kind of other storage. But that's pretty easy. You could probably build that in an hour or two. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get into this push workout this morning, officially starting a new program. So I'm gonna kind of voice over this entire workout with the game plan moving forward and what's kind of transpired with everything, with my show being canceled and stuff, and the plans moving forward. I've talked about this on Instagram, so if you guys follow me there, you already know some of this detail, but I figure I'd put it in a video format. So we're gonna get into this push workout and enjoy the voiceover. Okay, so first off, guys, welcome to the voiceover. Just quickly want to say, man, this gym is starting to actually look pretty sweet. Now that we've got the full paint job on, at least the first coat, it's actually really starting to look like a gym. It was kind of hard to see with the white walls, and they had markups all over them and scratches and stains and all kinds of stuff. But now it actually looks like a gym, so I'm very excited. Now, you're seeing here in the background like the brick and all the wood trim, that's all going to be painted black as well. So once that's all done and we get the flooring down, it's going to be pretty sweet. So anyways, let's get into kind of the meat and potatoes of the video and what's going on. Yeah, so my show's been canceled. So I've been, slowly, kind of quietly still prepping-ish for the WMBF Edmonton show. I know previously I'd posted about it stopping and me not be on prep anymore, but I was still focused on the show. I kind of kept quiet about it because people were still asking me what the heck was going on, and back and forth, and people being a little nosy, and it was just getting a little bit too much. So I was still quietly prepping, still working with Cliff Wilson, targeting that October 24th show out in Edmonton, with the goal of getting my WMF Pro card. But unfortunately, the show's been canceled. So Leo King, the promoter, him and his wife, Charlotte King, she promotes as well. But anyways, Leo had reached out and said, he wanted to give me a call, talk to me about some things, and the WMBF Canada as a whole has made the decision to cancel all shows for the rest of the year. So no shows from now till 2021. So that sucks, not only for myself, obviously, but for a bunch of other athletes. Some of my buddies, Connor and Breton McNeil, Connor St. Jean, Breton McNeil, we're supposed to do that show, and unfortunately, it's not happening. So thankfully for them, they're going to be able to compete next year and keep their pro status. With the WMBF, when you turn pro, you have to compete within the calendar year to keep your pro card. So those guys were going to do the WMBF Edmonton show, but thankfully they're going to be able to keep their pro status because they can't compete this year for reasons out of their control. But anyways, for myself, the game plan has now majorly shifted. So we are now looking at 2022, and that seems very, very far away, but it's going to come a lot faster than we think. So a little kind of backstory about my competitive career. I've been competing since 2015. I did my first show in October of 2015, and I've competed, I think this year would have been either show number 9 or show number 10. So in 5 years, nearly 10 shows. And that's a lot. Whether you're natural or enhanced, that is a lot of competing. So not saying I'm proud of it, because that's a lot. It takes its toll on your body, and it definitely can hinder progress. And in those years of competing, I would say the most I've had between shows is 8 or 9 months. So I'd compete, and then by the time I'd finish a show and then compete again, it may be 7 months. Then I'd compete again. Then by the time I finish a show and step on stage again, maybe it's like another 8 or 9 months. So really, not a lot of time to make significant progress. And I've made progress in those time periods, but definitely not maximizing things by no means. So to have, a projected 16 to 18 months, basically double what I've had prior, is very exciting. So I'm, as frustrating as it is that I didn't get to compete this year, I think it's going to be for the better in the long term as a competitor, because it's going to give me an opportunity to really make progress, really spend a good chunk of time in a caloric surplus and get strong and just really take my physique to that next level. I think there's a little bit of a line I need to cross from an amateur to a pro, and I think with having this good chunk of time, having my home gym now at my disposal as much as I need it, really, taking nutrition seriously for the next 18 months, I think it's going to be only of benefit to my physique. And that's something that in the past I didn't necessarily want to maybe admit in hindsight. Looking back at things, I really enjoyed competing. I enjoyed, the process of dieting down, getting shredded, stepping on stage, and displaying my physique. But I wasn't necessarily the one to really embrace the off season, I guess, and really fall in love with that process. But I've definitely had a shift in mindset this year for sure, just in how much I do love bodybuilding and take it seriously and want to pursue it. So recognizing that if I do want to improve and become better, I need that time period to grow and improve and let my body rest and recover, because prep takes its toll. And whether you feel it or not, um, it's going to have its negative effects, right? So over the last 5 years, we've built up this stress on the body, and whether I feel it or not, it's probably there to some degree. So spending time away from that, again, is only going to have its benefits. So that's something that is going to be, very much appreciated probably when I really get into the groove in the off season. And obviously, life factors coming into play. Wanting to get married next year, we just bought a house, so really taking the time to focus on that stuff and not focus on prep, because it's very consuming. And don't get me wrong, the off season is going to be taken very seriously, but it's definitely more flexible than when you're dieting for a competition. So yeah, that's the update, guys. Operation 2022 is a go. It's August, so we've still got half of 2020, and we've got majority of 2021, depending on when I choose to hit the stage in 2022. So, quickly, here's some posing. I was actually pretty pleased with how this looked across most poses, so can't wait to just see it get better and better, sitting around 164, 165 here. So thanks for watching, guys. A little update for you. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.